Hello everybody, my name is Doomfish, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can make a chorus fruit farm and a chorus flower farm to sort of work together just to produce the chorus fruits so you can make end rods or do whatever you want with them. It's up to you. So the farm on the left here is a manual harvesting chorus flower farm where you can get an infinite supply of chorus flowers from, and the one on the right is where we're going to plant these chorus flowers so where you can harvest the chorus fruits automatically at the press of a button. See? Press this button, water flows down, stays open for a long time, long enough for all of the plants here to get broken, and then dispenses again, water drains away, and we can replant those flowers, and all the drops go into here. And you get a pretty decent amount from this farm. Obviously, it is expandable. You can build it longer across or longer further down, but this design, you can plant up to, I believe, 24 chorus flowers, which is a pretty good amount. So let's show you what you're going to need to build this thing. So here are all the materials you're going to need. Go ahead and pause the video now and you can take a look at every single thing you're going to need. Obviously, this can vary a little bit if you're building it larger or smaller than the one I'm building here. So first we're going to build the chorus flower farm, and to do that, we're going to just place one end stone down here, floor, another one, all with 3 blocks between them. Then we're going to go in sort of this pattern, where we place 3 blocks between them here. Repeat this a couple of times until we get a 5 by 5 sort of pattern here, where it's 5 on each side. I'll just show you what that looks like right now. Should look something like this when you're done. Next up, we need to place our glass, and to do that, we're going to hit 3 blocks up here, and then place blocks all around this very top block, and then break the other blocks, and we're going to do this for every single piece of end stone we have here. And there we go. Now that we're done, you should get this sort of checkerboard looking pattern, and now all we have to do is go in and plant our chorus flowers down on top of all of these end stone blocks. And then we just have to wait for these things to grow up. It shouldn't take that long because we're only waiting for like 2 or 3 growth stages, because it should cap out around here and give you more flowers for you to harvest. And there we go, our chorus flowers are all grown up. You can see that on average we do get a little more than 1 per plant, so we do come out positive on this exchange. And now just to show you that this all works, I'm going to throw out the chorus flowers from my inventory, switch over to survival mode, and now to harvest these things, what you're just going to do, grab an axe, and go ahead and hit all of the chorus flowers off the plants. Don't break the plants at the stem because you won't get chorus flowers, which is what we need for the other part of the farm, because we need to plant these back later. So we're almost done, and we'll see that we had 13 plants here originally, and we have 24 flowers. So we can go ahead and break these stems now, and it's pretty easy to do that since we already have our axe out. And we can replant these flowers, and we should get more than what we started with, obviously, because we have 24 instead of the 13 we started with. And there we go. Now for the next part of the farm, what we're going to do, just head over a little bit, leave some space, go ahead and build up 5 blocks here, just like so, and break the bottom 4 blocks. Now what we need to do is make a 7 by 21 platform up here, so 21 across, and then 7 back that direction. We're just going to place blocks until we get to 21 by 7. Alright, so here's our first 21 by 7 rectangle. Now what we're going to do is count in 2 blocks from this back side, and 4 blocks in from this side, so right here, place a block of end stone here, head to the edge here, and place one there, and then 3 blocks to the side, or leave a 3 block space between each of these end stone here, and we're just going to place in a total of 8 on this first layer, and if you've done it correctly, you should see that is pretty much symmetrical on both sides. Now what we need to do is go ahead and make this same shape, but instead of starting it up here, we're going to start it right here. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're all finished. And there we go, there's our second rectangle. Now we just need to make one more, again with the same sort of idea, just heading down one and then making another rectangle right here. And there we go. Here are our 3 platforms, and you can see the end stone is in the exact same spot on all 3 of the platforms. Now we need to head down here and do a similar thing. This time we're going to make a 4 by 21 platform. So we'll go 4 out here and go the same way both directions, and this platform will have no end stone on it. And there we go. Here's our platform. And the next step we need to do is just make a border around the sides of these things. So we're just going to head up one here, head across here, and pretty much do the same thing, just placing 1 block around the outside of each of these walls. But when we get to this end right here, what we're going to want to do is keep this end straight, like so, and just double this down right here. And we're going to leave 1 space open right here. So your border should look something like this, and we just repeat the same shape on the other side right over here. There we go, should look something like this. And now, just a little adjustment here. We're going to place 3 blocks right here, 3 blocks right here, and do the same thing on the other side, just to catch any oddly angled pieces of chorus fruit that are going to come down from this farm. Next up, head down to this end right here, and go ahead and place blocks all the way down on the bottom here. And since this is going to be another water stream, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is make sure all of these sides are closed up here. We can just add on to our little border here, all the way down, except for this side on the right where our collection system is going to go. We're going to leave this block open right here. There we go. Our next step is to place a water bucket in this left corner right here, and then wait until it gets all the way to the end here. Replace this block with ice, put a sign right here above it, on the wall of course, place down another water bucket, and sort of do the same thing. Ice down here, sign on the wall here, and one more water bucket. You'll see that it sort of splashes out at the end. That's perfectly fine. We're going to place another block here. We're going to grab our double chests, and we're going to make a chest right here. Make it a double one, and continue this out with 3 chests. Then what you're going to want to do is place hoppers facing into the backs of these, and then go ahead and cover this up so that our water can't escape, and you'll see it sort of flows out to this side. And this is where we can use some of our glass here, just to cover up this stream, and then place some blocks on the end, just like so. Next up, head back over our water streams, and just go ahead and place down signs all the way across this water stream, so it is going to take around 21 signs to get all the way across this. Alright, now that that's done, we need to head over to this side of the machine. Go ahead and try to place down your dispensers. So we might need some extra blocks on the sides of our railing here, and place down dispensers facing forward on the edge right here so that you're not covering up any of our original platform blocks. There we go. Now you just want to fill these things up with water buckets, just 1 water bucket each in each of these dispensers. Now count to the 11th dispenser on either side, or just a middle one right here. Go ahead and place down 2 blocks behind it. Go ahead and then place down a rectangle of blocks. It should be 2 by 7. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then fill it in on both sides, just like so. And then make a little block up right here. Now, you can place down a button on this block, 2 redstone dust here, comparators all the way down this side, and then all the way back down this side. Go ahead and put some redstone dust here, place a repeater facing forward, 1 tick is fine, and the last step is to just put an observer facing into this repeater right here. Now if you've done it correctly, we should see, we press the button, water flows out of these dispensers, and for a couple seconds, just to give it enough time to reach pretty much close to the bottom there, stops at the end because of the signs, and the dispensers will suck back up the water, and all of this will flow out. So now we can test this thing with chorus fruit on here. So to plant these, all you have to do is just go along and place down your chorus flowers that we got from our other farm over there on each of these pieces of endstone, and you just have to wait for them to grow. If you are in a world with cheats and you're just trying out this farm for the first time, something you can do is go ahead and set the game tick speed. I believe I have a game rule saved. I do. So it's game rule random tick speed, set it to 100, default is 3, and we'll see these flowers grow up much, much faster, just for the purpose of demonstration, and we can see when we are going to harvest them. And there we go. We can now set our random tick speed back to 3, which is the default, and you can see that we're ready to harvest this thing once the majority of the chorus flowers here are this dark purple color instead of the white and pink color, and then we can just hit the button and watch this thing go. It is a little laggy because of all of this breaking here, but the vast majority of the chorus fruit gets picked up. We can see that it gets pushed into our dispensers, or our collection system rather, and we'll see later on all of it picked up over in these chests. And there we go. You can see in these chests right here, we've got a bunch of chorus fruit. Now one thing is, the occasional chorus fruit can get stuck right here. That's pretty uncommon. Most of the stuff in the water stream will just flow down. But if that happens, I mean, it's pretty easy to just go and pick these up. But the vast majority of the items will go ahead and flow right into these chests right here. And there you have it, a simple 2-stage farm where you can farm both chorus flowers, and you can also farm the chorus fruit, so you can make end rods or whatever you want to do with them. So if you enjoyed the video or found it informative, don't be afraid to leave a like on the video, and you can subscribe for more content just like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.